My pockets are about to be fat and my stomach is about to be flat. Shout out to the Uber CEO for announcing that he is supporting Trump in his reconciliation bill. Oh, thank you so much. I couldn't delete an app faster. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, hallelujah. Anybody that knows me knows I spend way too much money on Uber Eats. Wow.
And that's why Uber is so proud to support this bill, which also includes benefits for millions of Uber drivers and couriers in the form of no tax on tips. Mr. President, our earners are grateful for your support.
Thank you. You already know what to do. Let's do it. The way we've been treating Target is the way we now have to treat Uber.
And since Uber is trying to be funny by not letting the people delete their accounts after he dropped that interview supporting the tangerine tyrant that we have in office, go ahead and take them credit and debit cards off the account. If you use Postmates, take that credit debit card off that account. Since you don't want to let nobody delete their account, you can't make nobody keep their account because you support a wannabe dictator. Uber, did you not know that you only had 30 seconds after that interview dropped? Y'all ain't even got 30 minutes no more. The internet is quick, baby. The people are quick, baby. The people are tired, sweetheart. Did you not learn nothing from Target? Did you not learn nothing from Starbucks? You would think you would see those two as a cautionary tale. I'm confusion as to how you thought you were still going to have support of the people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired after telling that tangerine tyrant you support him. Ain't no way in heaven you thought that the people was going to support you. Baby, there is more than one way to get things done. Since you don't want to let nobody delete their account and now people got to call when there was never a way for folks to call before to delete their account, y'all go ahead and remove y'all forms of payment off of there. Quit playing with us.
Welcome back to Echo Room Vibes, the only place where commentary rides shotgun. And unlike Uber, we don't surge price you for truth. If you're watching till now, drop a call-off sign emoji in the comments. And don't forget to show love to the creators and stitches who made this moment go viral. Their brilliance is the engine behind this episode. Now buckle up. This ride gets bumpy.
If you use Uber and have the app, you might want to consider deleting it and switching to Lyft because Uber, the CEO, is in the pocket of Donald Trump. This is a man who came out and praised the no tax on tips, but doesn't care about the fact it's going to crush the lower and middle class, and it's going to affect millions of people when they lose their health care. This is somebody who did not know, the CEO of the Uber app, of Uber, did not know how much a 3-minute ride cost in New York City. When asked, he said $20. It actually was $50. This is a man that is so out of touch with his own company and his own operations that now he's coming out in support of this big, beautiful bill and Donald Trump, and clearly he doesn't know anything that's in this bill. Just like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who admitted she didn't actually read it, the CEO of Uber, I guarantee, didn't read as well. He didn't read the fine print about the no tax on tips, and he probably has no concept of what that takes for his drivers to actually claim that and get that back on their taxes. He just sees that at the surface level, like all Trump supporters and MAGA does, because they can't look farther than their face. And he just thinks, oh, this is a good thing. Doesn't care that millions of people are going to be affected. So once again, if you have Uber or you use Uber Eats or any of the other things, I think Postmates is one of those, not really familiar with that. But if you use any of those apps, you might want to remove your credit card, delete the app, and start using Lyft, DoorDash, any other thing that you can use to get those same services, because Uber doesn't care about you.
And that's why Uber is so proud to support this bill, which also includes benefits for millions of Uber drivers and couriers in the form of no tax on tips. Mr. President, our earners are grateful for your support.
Why is Uber out here playing games? Why is Uber sitting out here like they didn't see what happened to Target? Since the Target boycott, they have lost $12.4 billion, billion with a B, So I don't know why Uber thought it was a good idea to be like, yeah, thank you, Mr. Donald Trump, we approved this bill, blah, blah, blah. Uber, have you learned nothing? Uber, have you not been seeing what has been happening? I also want to mention that I just went to the Uber and the Uber Eats TikTok page, and both profiles have their comments turned off. So that shows you that they know that they fucked up. I also went to their Instagram pages, and again, comments are turned off. So again, they know that they fucked up. Uber, I hope you're ready to lose a ton of customers, and I hope you're ready to lose millions of dollars. I hope supporting Donald Trump really was worth it for you guys. No more Uber, and no more Uber Eats for me.
Shout out to the Uber CEO for saving me money every fucking month, because I just canceled that Uber One membership so fucking fast after I saw this shit.
And that's why Uber is so proud to support this bill.
How did we lose Uber Eats and DoorDash in the same flipping week? These companies are clearly not taking us seriously. You would think that after what happened with Target, that companies would be taking a second look. They would be thinking twice about making decisions that just don't align with human decency. But no, we need to punish them so bad. Like, they will not pass go. They will not collect 200. Just straight pain. It's the only way that I think they'll respond, because right now they're laughing in our faces.
Are grateful for your support. Proud to support this bill, which also includes benefits for millions of Uber drivers and couriers in the form of no tax on tips. Mr. President, our earners are grateful for your support.
Thank you.
It's so funny. It's like all I'm seeing on the FYP is people talking about the CEO supporting the CEO of Uber supporting Trump and his big bill and all this stuff, and all of a sudden everybody's canceling Uber Eats and they're boycotting Uber, they're boycotting Uber Eats, they're no longer, they're deleting the app, they're doing all this stuff. I'm like, bro, y'all people are a joke. People just turn anything into something that it doesn't need to be turned into. Everyone took one incentive that the CEO of Uber took and was like, yo, this would benefit the drivers so much because they get charged taxes on their tip. Because technically you're supposed to report everything you get charged via income. Any source of income, you're supposed to report everything to the IRS. You know, that's a whole nother topic. But for everybody to be jumping on this bandwagon talking about all this boycott Uber because he's supporting a portion of the bill that supports helping regular people who are driving that get tips. It's mind-boggling to me, man. Like, I don't understand why everyone just loves riding a wave so much. Nobody knows how to think for themselves anymore. Nobody wants to stand out. Everybody just wants to fit in. That's why nothing can ever be accomplished, and that's why most of you people can never be taken seriously. Get it together, man. It's crazy.
Welcome back, fam. Headline of the hour. Americans boycotting Uber after its CEO backed Trump's big, beautiful bill. Yes, that's right. Uber's trying to take us for a ride politically. Let's set the scene. Trump introduces the big, beautiful bill, which sounds like a bedtime story for border walls and tax breaks for billionaires. And who's the first Silicon Valley boss to slide into the passenger seat? Uber's CEO. Now, I don't know about you, but when your rideshare app starts co-signing Trump legislation, things start to feel less ride or die and more ride or comply. One of the stitches that set this all off shows a woman deleting Uber mid-ride. She said, "I'll walk. I don't care if I'm in the middle of I-95. I'm not giving a dime to a Trump-endorsing tech bro." That's dedication. That's cardio. That's what we call resistance with mileage. Another creator stitched in with, "Why is Uber supporting a bill that makes it harder for immigrants to get work permits, but easier for billionaires to dodge taxes?" Mic drop. 5-star point. No tip needed. But let's talk about the boycott. Americans aren't just deleting the app. They're uninstalling it with attitude. Wait, scratch that. We're not naming that app in the title, but videos are flying with people throwing Uber merch in the trash, switching to Lyft, or using the original OG ride service, calling your cousin Jamal with a car and vibes. In New York, Uber usage reportedly dropped 9% this week alone. Vegas airport pickups down. LAX, boycotters are walking across terminals like they're on a political pilgrimage. Uber stock dipped 2.3% following the backlash. And no, that's not just the market correction. That's called getting ratioed by democracy. Wait, we supported a rideshare company? Not a campaign donor. Now drivers are caught in the middle. Some are frustrated, others are quitting. One driver stitched, "I didn't sign up to be the chauffeur for political backlash. I just want to get folks to brunch." And the bill? Let's break it down. The big beautiful bill isn't just a name. It's a warning label. From what we've seen, it expands border security spending, gives tax incentives for corporations hiring only citizens, and includes provisions that critics say could indirectly target immigrant labor, the same labor Uber depends on. So while Trump is calling it beautiful, Americans are calling it boycott worthy. Some Americans had jokes. One Stitch video showed a protester outside Uber HQ holding a sign that read, "Big Beautiful Bill? I prefer Big Beautiful Uninstall." Another, "If I wanted to support Trump with every ride, I'd just drive a golf cart at Mar-a-Lago." But here's the real tea. Uber's move wasn't just about Trump. It was a signal to its base, to its investors, to you. It said, "We think we know our customers." But what they didn't count on was that their customers had receipts, reposts, and resistance. Community response is split. Some MAGA voters are praising Uber. Finally, a tech company with backbone. Meanwhile, others, especially working-class Americans, immigrants, and Black and Latino communities, are side-eyeing the company harder than a canceled prom date. And it's not just about politics. It's about trust. Because when you press request ride, you shouldn't have to ask, "Am I funding an agenda with this fare?" A Stitch showed concern over the upcoming FIFA World Cup in the US. If Uber is politically polarizing itself, how will it handle global visitors? One commenter said, "Uber better hope Messi isn't watching this boycott. He'll call Lyft to the stadium." Uber may have hit the gas on the wrong highway because Americans don't play when it comes to who speaks for them, who profits off them, and who rides in their name. So maybe the next big, beautiful thing should be an apology, or at least a new CEO. Massive respect to the original video creators and the Stitches who lit this story on fire. Your voices are the GPS guiding this ride. Thank you. Comment what you think. I read every one. If you watch till the end, drop a car emoji in the comments. And remember, if your rideshare starts feeling political, maybe it's time to walk the talk. This is Echo Room Vibes, where satire meets the side hustle and your silence will never be surge priced. Catch you next ride.